Nithyanandam. This is Ma Nitya Tejamayananda Swami, and I'm a Purna Sannyasi of the Nithyananda order and a proud disciple of Paramahamsa Sri Nithyananda Swami, Swamiji, as we call him dearly. So I met Swamiji in 2007, and at the time I was actually working as a creative director in a mobile startup company, and prior to that I was working at Apple in Cupertino in the Silicon Valley. I got a call from a very good friend of mine one day, and he told me to come to Los Angeles and to meet this young guru. I said, a guru? What is a guru? I didn't even know what a guru was at the time. But, I trusted my friend, and I went with it and said, hey, it couldn't hurt. So I went and listened to the talk. So I traveled about 7 hours to get to Los Angeles, and I sat there in the audience, and the music was playing, and everything became very still. And it was like I could just suddenly hear my own self, my own drum beat, my own heartbeat. And suddenly I started to cry. I started to just get engulfed by that moment. It was just a defining moment. And Swamiji just bolted in there. And I can't even say he was walking. He was actually like just gliding past me as he jumped on the stage and sat in the most perfect Padmasana that I've ever seen. And he just chanted his mantra, and he utters this statement, I welcome you all with my love and respects. That's it, I just lost it. I was just crying profusely, and I was just watching as much as I could. As I saw Swamiji talk in the Shiva Sutras that he was delivering, I just knew without a shadow of a doubt that this was Lord Shiva who's come on this planet Earth and sitting in front of me talking. I was just taken away, and the truth that struck me the most was, he said, you are bliss by nature, and anything that takes you away from that is not real. It was such a profound statement, and it hit me so hard. It's like how much time we waste in life on one thing that just traps us emotionally. In one statement, he just blew me away. And he followed by saying more things, which was, just because you're from the East, you're not an Easterner. Just because you're from the West, you're not a Westerner. Religion is something you discover, he said. And this just blew my mind, because how much identity crisis we all live in the society. I was born in an Orthodox Tamil Brahmin family, and actually I went to school in Los Angeles, and it was in the hood of Los Angeles. So it's like I'm something at home, and I'm surrounded by something else at school, at work, and other places. So it's like I didn't know what to label myself, and that was creating a conflict. And literally, when Swamiji gave these words, I felt so settled in my body, in my mind. I just, after that, immediately started wearing kumkum to work. I just felt more comfortable in my skin. And that was the beginning of my discovery to Hinduism. To me, Hinduism began after I met Swamiji. I definitely think that it was the pivotal moment in my life to meet Swamiji. I don't know if I can say it's the end of me or the beginning of me. What I'll say, I don't know, but definitely it just rocked my world. It was the most confident decision I've ever made in my life to become an Adivanavasi. After I met Swamiji, I discovered that there was another temple in San Jose, and I started volunteering as much as I could, and I was just attending every single meditation program there ever was in San Jose. And sure enough, I heard about this program. It was called Inner Awakening. So I was the fortunate batch to attend the very first Inner Awakening program, followed by the very second Inner Awakening program also. And in the second Inner Awakening, we were actually a batch that 80% of our class became Adinavasis. It was just so amazing. I could not wait to become part of the ashram, and I could not wait to quit my job. So as soon as I decided to become an Adinavasi, I quit my job, I sold my house, and just made the jump. It was so fast. Everything happened so fast, so amazing. I don't even think this concept of causing existed for me, because I just know that, oh, there's a program with Swamiji, then I have to be there. There was just no two ways about it. As simple as taking the next breath. The deepest thing I found of becoming an Adinavasi is this. It's like we all come with this idea of who we think we are, this false pseudo-identity. And living with an enlightened master like Swamiji is where our personality just gets diminished of who we think we are, the stupid identity we think we are. And he just constantly raises us to our higher self, our higher image. This is what I feel is my journey in discovering what is the Guru. And every single day, we get to see Swamiji, we get to learn from Swamiji. Everyday satsang is such an amazing opportunity to reinvent ourselves. Even today's gem was so amazing, just to live our most powerful cognitions and raising ourselves to that every single moment, every single situation, letting that be our first response. And in fact, society doesn't even tell you anything like this. Society, in fact, tells you the exact opposite. It tells you you're too fat, you're too short, you're not perfect, you have too many impurities. But Swamiji constantly, tirelessly tells us that we are our higher selves. We are more than we think we are. Constantly giving us the powers to radiate Sadashivatva. And it is such an amazing thing that we are manifesting third eye powers. We are reading blindfolded. We are rolling coconuts. It's just an amazing time to be alive on this planet Earth. And in the very first Inner Awakening, Swamiji made such an amazing statement that just shook me. He said he came down on this planet Earth to raise the consciousness of 10,000 people. The moment I heard Swamiji say this statement, inside of me, I just knew I could not sit and be on the sidelines. I just had to be a part of that. There's no way I'm being a passenger. I'm getting on board as fast as I can. So if you're at home and you're wondering what is your life purpose, what is your goal, what is your reason for being, I urge you to take the jump. Join us in being part of this amazing family of Adinavasis here on Kailasha. And I just encourage you to please ask me any questions if you have any questions, and please subscribe to our channel and watch this space for more sharings and more on Guru Bhakti. Thank you so much for watching. Nithyanandam.